Right now on Apple Valley News Now, live at 5, fire crews, first responders, and law enforcement run ragged over the last 24 hours. Wildfires, house fires, even an apartment complex destroyed by fire. And it's not over yet. Plus, we're talking with West Richland authorities about a big problem over our small furry friends getting dumped. What authorities say will happen if you dump your dog and drive away in West Richland. And President Trump makes an announcement on the Lower Snake River dams, throwing out an agreement made in the Biden administration. Plus, Stacy has a first alert weather day.
That's right, we're tracking strong gusty winds as you can see outside. Fire danger extremely high tonight. I'll break it all down coming up. The news at 5 starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 5 on your side.
Good evening and thank you so much for joining us. I'm Wendy Redman. Austin Reed will join us live from Yakima in just a bit. Well, hot, windy, and dry, putting our region at risk for wildfires. Our first alert weather team is calling for a weather alert day. Very important to know the details about that. And we have more potential for it this week. Stacy Lee joins us with a first look at your forecast. Hey there, Stacy.
Hey, Wendy. Yeah, the reason we have that first alert weather day is this right here. Look at these strong gusty winds. Once again, similar to what we saw last night, Kittitas Valley, Yakima Valley, right into the Columbia Basin, with several fires already burning in the area. So therefore, we have a first alert weather day that will stay in place through tonight. Winds are going to be pretty gusty and increasing as the evening moves along. There's a live look out in Kennewick. Those are the windmills out there. 88 degrees, sustained winds at 17, but we're gusting 25 and 30 miles an hour. And once again, our humidity is low at 17%. So very active night. Temperatures, though, feeling a little more comfortable. The warm spot right now is Tri-Cities at 88 degrees, 82 in Walla Walla and Yakima, 85 in Hermiston, 75 in Ellensburg. Here's what it looks like for the rest of the evening. Eventually, temperatures getting more comfortable around 8 o'clock and really nice around 10 o'clock tonight. So let's just recap what's happening with those overnight lows. We're going to be down in the 50s, very comfortable, good sleeping temps. And then to recap our headlines, gusty winds tonight, fire danger high once again. Chance of rain, maybe, cross your fingers, next week. And I want to say happy Father's Day weekend to all the dads out there. Good looking forecast ahead for you. Wendy?
Thank you so much, Stacy. On the fire watch tonight, the Van Cycle Canyon fire in Walla Walla remains active right now. With 2,500 acres burned, Walla Walla County declared its Emergency Coordination Center operational this morning. The fire has prompted a Level 2 B-set evacuation notice on Highway 12. This includes the area between mile markers 307 and 314 on Highway 12, which is in the area of Wallula Junction to 9 Mile Hill. Citizens are asked only to call 911 if it is a serious circumstance or life-threatening emergency. New details on a wildfire in West Richland that prompted Level 2 evacuations through this morning. We first brought you this story last night after a fire broke out just after 8 p.m. in the 3900 block of Clark Court. This was called the North Lake Fire due to it being close to North Lake Drive. According to Benton County Fire District 4, several homes were immediately at risk of the fast-moving fire, and that's why the Level 2 Get Ready evacuations were issued. Around 11 o'clock last night, crews were able to stop the spread of the fire, and so far, no homes are known to be damaged or destroyed. 13 engines, 2 water tenders, 1 dozer, 8 agencies, and law enforcement officers all helped to stop this fire. The cause is still under investigation. The Oregon State Fire Marshal says they are sending in additional task forces as crews continue to battle the Rowena fire in the Columbia River Gorge. The fire started yesterday. This morning, 3 of the 8 task forces arrived, ready to combat a fire that's already burned 3,500 acres with 0 containment. Evacuation zones have been expanded on the west side as winds shift. I-84 is open at this time, but officials say drivers must slow down as crews and equipment are working near the roadway. Officials say the fire is fueled by record low fuel moistures and wind. The Red Bridge fire continues to burn in Kittitas County, but the containment has improved and evacuation orders have been downgraded. Here's the latest there. The fire, which started Monday, has burned more than 53 acres so far. It's now 60% contained. The Kittitas County Sheriff's Office has reduced evacuation levels. Level 3 evacuations, that's the highest level, have now been downgraded to level 2. This impacts homes from the 3100 block to the 5500 block of Red Bridge Road on the north side. That includes Wheel Road, Pine Duff Road, Loping Lane, Nordic Lane, and Arrowleaf Lane. Level 2 evacuations have also been reduced. Now those are down to level 1. This covers the 5500 block of Red Bridge Road east to the Teenaway Road on the south side of Red Bridge Road, extending to State Route 970. Red Bridge Road is open only to local traffic. Officials are asking people to avoid the area unless you live there or own property there. A close call in Kennewick today after flames tore through an apartment complex, forcing some people to jump for their lives. Fire crews rushed to the scene. A dramatic escape early this morning after fire broke out at the complex near Edison Street and Canal Drive. Firefighters say it started around 4:30 this morning on the 10,000 block of North Cleveland Street. Crews arrived within 4 minutes of the call, and when they got there, flames were spreading through the building quickly, leaving people having to find a way out, and fast.
We had a total of 6 or 7 people that were in those units at the time of the fire. 2 that were on the ground floor that were able to escape through their front door. 2 that were in one of the upstairs apartment units that were able to lower themselves down to the ground using a rope. And then 2 more that were in an additional upstairs unit that had to jump.
Wow, everyone made it out safely, thankfully, with only minor injuries reported. Chief Michael says the complex looks to be a total loss. Fire crews are working with the Red Cross to help residents find a place to go. Crews remained at the scene for several hours. Tonight, investigators are still working to determine what caused it. A Richland family reeling after a house fire early this morning on Adair Drive in Richland. This was one of 3 fires that broke out around the same time in the Tri-Cities area. No one was hurt, but we are told the house, a total loss. The fire broke out at the 1100 block of Adair Drive and Cranchwood Court at about 2 a.m. Firefighters raced to the scene, and while everyone was able to get out safely, they are missing some of their pets. Fire crews from Kennewick, Pasco, Richland, and Benton County all responded to the scene, and a ladder truck was used to try to attack the fire from above. Fire officials tell us tonight it will take some time to investigate and find out what caused it. We'll continue to keep you updated there. Firefighters with Franklin County Fire District 3 continue to monitor a haystack fire near Glade North Road. The fire broke out just after 12:30 this morning. Fire officials allowed the hay to burn while making sure it didn't spread to nearby vegetation or catch any other bales on fire. They say smoke will continue to rise from the pile over the next few days, and they will be keeping an eye on it. Now, the third fire that broke out at around that same time as the Haystack and Richland house fires happened in Findlay early this morning. According to Benton County Fire District 1, several buildings were damaged or lost during a 15-acre wildfire. The fire was called in just before 2 a.m. on East Game Farm Road. It took firefighters a couple of hours to contain, and they remained at the scene for much of the morning and afternoon, checking for hot spots. Thankfully, we're told no one was hurt. In other news tonight, continuing coverage, animal abandonment continues to be a growing issue in the Tri-Cities, especially when it comes to dogs. The West Richland Police say their Animal Control Division has seen nearly 10 reported cases of dog abandonment in the last 2 years. And that number doesn't include the many cases that likely go unreported. Authorities say leaving a dog behind isn't just illegal, it's also a public safety risk. Abandoned dogs dogs can become feral, creating dangerous situations for both people and other pets. Police are urging residents to think carefully before getting a dog and to take full responsibility for their care.
The dog is out left to fend for itself. These are not wild animals. You know, they're not a cougar that's running off and, you know, taking care of themselves. These are domestic animals under Washington state law, and they need to have somebody taking care of them. And so that includes the previous owner needs to be responsible. And if you have to rehome your dog, you have to do it the right way. That's the right way to do it.
Under Washington state law, abandoning a dog is considered animal cruelty. That's a gross misdemeanor that could lead to jail time. In politics tonight, President Trump is directing members of his cabinet to withdraw from a memorandum of agreement over issues surrounding the Snake River dams. In a memo issued today, President Trump ended the agreement between the Biden administration and Columbia River Basin tribes over restoring Snake and Columbia River salmon and steelhead to healthy levels. President Trump says he is committed to protecting the American people from, quote, radical green agenda policies, and that we need to focus on advancing the country's energy creation. District 4 Congressman Dan Newhouse championed the move by President Trump, saying he looks forward to working with the administration on supporting the Snake River dams. Well, it's not every day you see part of a nuclear submarine parked in the middle of Richland, but that's exactly what you'll find at the USS Triton Sail Park. And this weekend, that Cold War era giant is taking center stage. This right here is the sail and conning tower of the USS Triton, the first submarine to circle the globe underwater back in 1960. It was actually a top secret mission at the time, and now, decades later, the Port of Benton is honoring the crew who pulled it off. That's where crew members worked under pressure, both literally and figuratively, during these tense moments beneath the sea.
Triton was the first and only Navy submarine with 2 nuclear reactors. We want to continue to tell Triton's story, talk about the significance of having the dual nuclear reactors, talk about its connection to Hanford. The science behind the nuclear fuel was created here in Richland, Washington.
The port will unveil a brand new commemorative wall this Saturday. It's happening at 10 a.m. and it will be engraved with the names of every officer and crew member. Coming up next on Apple Valley News Now live at 5, we're at the State Fair Park and Event Center in Yakima, where the city has a big announcement impacting not only the economy, but also the entertainment landscape. So make sure you stay tuned for that. Also, Stacy is back with a look at your full First Alert weather forecast when we come back.
Since 1983, Nissan has been assembling award-winning vehicles for you, right here in America. And we're committed to keeping our lineup affordable and free from new tariffs. That's why we've lowered MSRP on our best-selling Rogue and Pathfinder. So you can get the car you want, at the price you want, knowing Nissan is here for you at the Nissan Summer Sales Event.
Now get 0% APR financing for 60 months on the 2025 Nissan Rogue or Pathfinder.
Do you like this one? I think this is my favorite. Okay. Hon, what do you think of this one?
When it's time for an update or complete remodel, Rebath is with you every step of the way.
Wow, is this going to be ready in time for the baby?
From design and products to removal and installation, we handle the entire process to create a beautiful and functional bathroom for whatever your life needs. Rebath, with you every step of the way. Call us or visit rebath.com and save $500 off your tub or shower update.
Looking for a trusted professional to guide you through your real estate endeavors? Carrie Lundgren with River Realty is ready to guide you through the process. As a lifelong Tri-Cities resident with 35 years real estate experience, she has the knowledge, dedication, and enthusiasm to make your real estate dreams come true. Whether you are buying your first home, moving up or scaling back, or looking for an investment, she has got you covered. Call Carrie today at 509-948-0580 and start making your dreams a reality.
An accident can shatter your life. The award-winning team at Tamaki Law can put your life back together.
I'm attorney Brian Smith.
And I'm attorney Megan Hale.
Thank you for voting us Yakima's first choice for personal injury, civil law, and best overall law firm.
We are honored and grateful to be part of this amazing community.
If you've been seriously injured, call Tamaki Law and get your life back.
Ryan wants to get every new device that's smart. I'm wondering, how can the internet handle all of this?
We have Spectrum Internet. We use it for everything. Homework, remote work from home, doing research for trips.
Spectrum Internet allows us to do things faster and more conveniently.
I feel like that's a win-win for everybody.
Fast, reliable internet starting at $30 a month, backed by the Spectrum commitment to keep you connected.
Judy Justice.
And I'm just getting started.
Weekdays at 4 on Apple Valley News Now.
Welcome back, everybody. Happening right now in Yakima, a big event at the State Fair Park. Officials are announcing developments that will not only impact Yakima County's economy and entertainment landscape, but also have the potential to draw regional and national visitors as well. Our very own Austin Reed live at the State Fair Park and Event Center for us now. Austin, what can you tell us?
Hi there, Wendy. Good evening, everybody. Yes, we are in Yakima having a fantastic time. I am joined now by Kathy Kramer. She is the president and CEO. Now, tell us a little bit. Now, you're with, obviously, the State Fair Park and Event Center.
Correct.
Big news announced around 4 o'clock today. So let's kind of run down the big renovations here.
You bet. We announced several large new projects this afternoon. One of them was the renovation of our RV campground. 167 spots, power, water, and sewer. It is now open as a nightly rental. It can also service the groups that are staying at State Fair Park. We also announced the $2 million seed grant that we got from the Yakima County Development Association to expand the RV park. That will add over 100 additional spots. With those 2 spaces, we're actually going to go after what they're called RV rallies. They are motor coach clubs that get together. They're in essence a convention on wheels, and they travel all over the country looking for spaces like this and accommodate them. So these projects today are very significant, not only for the fairgrounds from a new revenue stream, but more importantly, what they're going to do for our community with the economic impact. These are all brand new events that we're not cannibalizing anything. That's going to be new revenue that people have never came and visited our beautiful valley.
Well, that's the thing. This isn't just about getting people from the Yakima Valley here. Get people from the Tri-Cities, even northern Washington.
Absolutely, and all over the country, especially now that RV park is open for nightly rentals. We're out there marketing it. We know they want to stay here and go to the wineries and go hiking and do everything that we can do here. So we're very excited to bring that online, and have already started to see a surge in reservations. And all those details are on our website, statefairpark.org. But again, that will drive people, just instead of them driving on through maybe to another state, they're going to stop and spend a few days, spend their money, and enjoy our beautiful valley.
You know, a lot of the Yakima Valley power players were here for the press conference today. I mean, we had senators, we had representatives, the mayor of Yakima. So their support means everything.
Oh, 100%. You saw that. And I forgot to mention Senator King and elected officials from District 14 and 15 got us $400,000 from the state capital budget to make much needed roof repairs. It won't repair all of our livestock barns, but we need to make those roof repairs, and they know we're an ag society. We're an ag fair, and those barns are the DNA of the fair. So you see all the partnerships from the county commissioners who own the property to elected officials to, seed grant organizations seeing what this fairgrounds can be used for, in addition to providing the annual 10-day state fair in September.
Coming up at 6 o'clock, we have another big announcement. All I'm going to say is high-powered action.
High-powered action. Stay tuned.
All right, that's live in Yakima. Austin Reed, Apple Valley News Now. Stacey, I'll send it to you.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Stacey Lee.
Thanks, Austin, and I hope you're enjoying the beautiful weather this afternoon in the Yakima Valley. It looks nice and clear there, not all hazy like it is in our area. Beautiful day by Mart Skycam, 82 degrees. The feels like temp 81, so the weather is cooperating. Now, we're going to take a look right here at this number, though. Breezy winds continue, and our humidity on the lower side. It's a little bit higher in Yakima than it is in the Tri-Cities, and we're going to talk about fires. We already talked about this fire earlier. Here it is on the map. It's impacting Highway 30. I believe 20 homes were lost and 0% containment. Why I bring this up again is because smoke. We're going to see smoke from the area, and you can see it off in the distance. Here's our Futurecast smoke map. It's going to get thick and dense at times, especially towards Lexington, Hermiston, the Pendleton area, Walla Walla, and even into the Tri-Cities as this fire continues to burn. This is what we're projecting through Saturday. So we are expecting smoky and hazy conditions, which could impact our air quality over the next couple of days. There's also the Van Sickle Canyon fire just outside in the Wallula Junction area, a little bit to the south of Tushie area, and that's also going to bring more smoke. The good news right now, with the winds blowing from the west to the east, our air quality is looking pretty good, but you can see the haze in the air. Let's talk winds. Futurecast, they are blustery. They continue to blow through the evening. This is 10 o'clock tonight. Let's take a look at about 2 o'clock in the morning. Still windy, so not going to get a break yet. Now tomorrow around 7-ish, we'll start to see a break at least in the Columbia Basin. Still windy though in the Gorge and the Kittitas Valley and here in the Hermiston area. So fire danger remains high as those winds are going to pick back up tomorrow. In fact, here's what we're going to see those peak winds from after 2 p.m. in the afternoon. And again, the Kittitas Valley, the blustery area, or the most gusty area, 40 to 45 miles an hour. So that's what's happening pretty much weather-wise through the area tonight. Lovely clear skies for mostly everybody and good sleeping temperatures down in the 50s. Here's our 7-day planner. Friday the 13th. If you're spooky on that, that's your day tomorrow. It's going to be breezy, like we said. Now, the winds are going to be much better on Saturday. Father's Day looking great, warming up just a little bit to the upper 80s, but we settle into the 80s for the next 7 days. Looking good. Here's what Yakima looks like. Also some breezy winds. Father's Day weekend, lots of sunshine. Get out there and hit the little white dimpled ball. Take dad out for a game of golf maybe, and temperatures there in the 80s. Here's Ellensburg. Now, we do have our first alert weather days there due to the gusty winds because, of course, that's where the wind likes to hang out. And we'll see things get a little bit better on Sunday. We don't have an alert day just yet, but 83 degrees on Father's Day, not bad. And you saw that slight chance of rain. We're crossing our fingers for Monday, Tuesday, that hopefully we get a little bit of moisture into the atmosphere. Walla Walla looking absolutely gorgeous all weekend long with more breezy winds. And in Hermiston, again, a nice long stretch of 80-degree temperatures. Hermiston, just be prepared. I'm sorry, but that smoke is just heading straight at you. So unfortunately, that is the reality of wildfires.
Oh, it is. We have so much going on. Any moisture we could get, if there, even a little bit of rain would be helpful.
So once we get past Friday the 13th,
oh my
for
gosh.
next week.
Right.
Right.
All right.
Not that I'm superstitious, just saying.
But we're just in case. You never know, right?
Right. Where's the salt?
Right. All right. Well, coming up next on Apple Valley News Now live at 5, we are turning tonight's spotlight on 2 educators in the Yakima School District. Don't go anywhere.
Jay Dalia, Jessica Jalal, and Josh Colbreth. Good morning, Northwest from Apple Valley News Now.
Which automaker employs the most hourly workers in the country? Ford. Which automaker assembles the most vehicles in the country? Ford. That's not a coincidence. It's a commitment. A commitment Ford dealers share by offering employee pricing across a full lineup of Ford vehicles.
Get employee pricing plus 1.9% and $4,500 bonus cash on a 2024 Ford F-150 STX. Only at your local Ford dealer.
It's the Click It RV Roll Into Summer sales event going on now at your local Click It RV store with huge manufacturers discounts from Forest River, StarCraft, and more. Get 0 down, nothing, and no payments for 6 months, and get top dollar for your trade. And talk about giveaways. Win a StarCraft trailer or $30,000 in cash. You can beat the coming tariffs, but nobody beats a Click It RV deal. We guarantee it. So don't miss the Roll Into Summer sales event at your local Click It RV store. Spokane, Milton, Freewater, Moses Lake, and Union Gap.
This summer, big wins come in 7s at Wild Horse Resort and Casino. Get ready for the $100,000 Lucky Summer 7s giveaway with over $12,000 cash up for grabs every Friday and Saturday in June. The heat is on, and so is the grand prize on June 28th. 3 winners choose 7 cards with prizes. Reveal 7 sevens and instantly win $17,000 cash. Wild Horse Resort and Casino, celebrating 3 decades of fun.
Kittitas Valley Healthcare is your trusted home for health, offering expert orthopedic care for your family.
With over 55 years of combined experience, our team uses state-of-the-art equipment to improve surgical outcomes and provide compassionate, patient-centered care. We're committed to making your experience comfortable and efficient, so you can stay active and healthy. Learn more and schedule a consultation through our website at kvhealthcare.org. Your home for health.
Bathfitter does showers? That's right. We offer a wide selection of beautiful and functional showers in all shapes and sizes. We can even convert your bath into a shower. How about that? With our seamless one-piece walls and hundreds of design options, you'll get a beautiful new shower to fit your needs, guaranteed for life. Bathfitter's been around for 40 years, and we've been experts at showers for just as long. Get yours today. Bathfitter, it just fits. Go to bathfitter.com to book your free consultation.
The Y Card, a powerful resource for former Hanford and DOE employees. If you worked in the area and have come down with cancer, lung disease, Parkinson's, or renal failure, you may be eligible for financial compensation and healthcare services. A simple phone call can get the process started. Atomic Home Health. Don't wait. Call today.
Time for tonight's spotlight. In the Yakima School District, 2 educators are now top 3 finalists for the ESD 105 Regional Classified Employee of the Year Award. Lydia Val is a behavioral paraeducator at Adams Elementary School who is credited with helping students to develop resilience. At Yakima's K-8 virtual school, Crystal Solis is a student and family liaison who shows support to students even in times of significant challenges. All right, a final look at your forecast when we come back.
Register today. Register your team for $140. Ends midnight Tuesday, June 24th.
Since 1983, Nissan has been assembling award-winning vehicles for you, right here in America. And we're committed to keeping our lineup affordable and free from new tariffs. That's why we've lowered MSRP on our best-selling Rogue and Pathfinder. So you can get the car you want, at the price you want, knowing Nissan is here for you at the Nissan Summer Sales Event.
Now get 0% APR financing for 60 months on the 2025 Nissan Rogue or Pathfinder.
Right now at US Cellular, you can get 4 free phones plus 4 lines for $90.
Hey, we're tired of having the wool pulled over our eyes with these hidden requirements. What aren't we seeing?
Yeah. Do we get our choice of free phones?
Yep, you get the latest phones.
I bet we have to trade in our old phones, though.
Nope, sure don't.
Wow.
High five. Almost. Higher. Yes. Nope.
Get 4 phones plus 4 lines for $90 with no trade-in. And we'll pay off your current contract when you switch. US Cellular, built for us.
Okay, y'all, we got 10 orders coming in.
Starting a business is never easy, but starting at 8 months pregnant, that's a different story. I couldn't slow down. We were starting a business from the ground up. People were showing up left and right, and so did our business needs. The Chase e-card made it easy. When you go for something big like this, your kids see that, and they believe they can do the same.
Earn unlimited 1.5% cash back on every purchase with the Chase Inc. Business Unlimited card from Chase for Business. Make more of what's yours.
Welcome to Nob Hill Casino in Yakima. Experience the thrill of our Vegas-style casino, featuring the friendliest dealers in town. Join our Players Club and earn exciting rewards. Enjoy games like Blackjack, Pai Gow, and High Card Flush. While you're here, don't forget to unwind with a drink at our cozy bar or enjoy a meal from our restaurant. Come discover Yakima's ultimate entertainment destination, Nob Hill Casino, where the locals play.
Summer's almost here, and so is your next Subaru. The countdown to summer sales event is on at McCurley Subaru of Yakima, and the time is running out to lock in today's prices before potential market changes hit. Get ready for sunshine, road trips, and serious summer savings, like on a new 2025 Subaru Forester today for only $344 a month. Summer's coming fast. Lock in your deal today. McCurley Subaru of Yakima, your way home.
A flight over some amazing flowers.
Modeled after formal European-style gardens.
Summer Gardens on Fly the Northwest.
There's not much like it in the Northwest.
Apple Valley News Now at 6 Tuesday.
Next ET, Sydney Sweeney's sneak peek at Euphoria Season 3. Plus, the summer box office gets even cuter. We're with the cast of the live-action How to Train Your Dragon.
Next ET. Tonight at 7 on Apple Valley News Now.
And your reason to smile comes from Jeannie Harp. Beautiful photo, Jeannie. That QR code on the top of your screen, that's how you get your photo on TV. Thanks to our friends at Lifetime Dental.
All right, we're out of time. Thanks for joining us tonight.
You guys have a great night. We'll see you back here at 6.